All right, let's continue with our rolling coverage of the ANC's 55th National Elective Conference. We go live now to our senior reporter, Slindelo Masikane, who is in Omande, where the registration is still continuing. Sli, what are you seeing?
Well, what I am seeing is more and more delegates coming to try and get their registration process completed. From as early as around 8 a.m. this morning, we saw delegates once more returning after another long night on Friday, trying to get their registration completed. One of them is actually Mr. Slindelo. I spoke to you, I think it was 7 or 8 o'clock yesterday. You'll have to remind me. And you're still telling me that today, you, as a Free State voting delegate, are still waiting to get your accreditation. What are they telling you?
Okay, let me first say that there are quite a number of delegates from the Free State who have already gone to NASREC. They've been accredited. This is being done region by region, and we, as Lejaluputsa, will be called. Our names, it's been confirmed, are on the list. This is basically how this works. Because of load shedding issues, again, the service provider has to send everything this side, and it's got to be downloaded, and the cards have got to be printed. But finally, we are very glad that we are going to NASREC. We have been told that conference will not start without us. It's a very important part of the adoption of credentials, because they cannot go on without us. Everybody has to be accounted for. So I'm an eternal optimist.
Yeah.
I'm not starry-eyed either. We have tried to be here in previous conferences, but somebody who had thought that they had remade the Free State in their image kept on interfering with those processes. For us, it's a great solace that we are here and that the ANC has allowed us to be delegates.
But I'm sure there's a level of frustration. I mean, it's basically 3 days of you guys trying to get yourselves in NASREC. In fact, Pule Mabe confirming that the organizational report was being tabled. The financial report is going to be tabled. Those closed sessions are taking place without you.
Yes, we've been watching those from the sidelines, the president's political report, obviously, and the other report that will be tabled, the organizational report. But at the point of credentials being adopted, we definitely will be there. We are from inside here, and it has been confirmed that in a matter of 30-40 minutes, we will be issued with our cards, and then we can make it our way to NASREC. In fact, as we were standing here, many other delegates from other provinces that had administrative glitches were walking out with their conference packages to NASREC. Same thing will happen with us. It's not as if this conference has collapsed. It has not. Yes, there have been glitches, very serious glitches. But as delegates, we are also here to represent our branches. That is why things keep going.
I think, did you see some of the heckling that took place of the president? Maybe your thoughts as delegates, your decorum moving forward in terms of actually completing the business of conference?
Well, that's very unfortunate that some people in some province should be doing that. The president, our constitution, Rule 16.1 says he is the chief directing officer and political head of the organization. And so when conference takes place, we have to listen to him, and he speaks on behalf of the African National Congress, National Executive Committee, and indeed all of our members. So anybody that does that, it's very much unfortunate. I don't encourage any delegate to heckle anybody. If you have a point to make, by all means, the ANC has taught us, make your point and make it very strongly, but please do not heckle anybody. Do not sing any songs that are derogatory against anybody. We must maintain that decorum. The ANC is the only hope of the people of South Africa, and we must refrain from doing anything that will purge our people of hope. That is it.
Mr. Ditebe, then just lastly, are you confident you'll finish by Tuesday?
We are very confident. I think the national chairperson, obviously, is somebody that chairs these sessions, and every other person going to commissions. We will have to manage time very, very strictly so that we get done with the business of the day.
All right, let me allow you to go actually get your accreditation, just in case there's another glitch in the system.
I can assure you that with my comrades here from Machabeng, literally Putswa, we are going to get our accreditation tags. In fact, our names are there already.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's not doom and gloom.
Yes.
It's very important. And we are very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Things have not collapsed.
We must.
Yes.
It's a matter of must that we must get our accreditation. In actual fact, we're supposed to have received them 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But we're confident that we're going to get them.
All right. All right, I'll let you get on with the gentleman. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to allow Tammy to just show you as the delegates from the Free State, which we know, of course, is the main province really that is having issues in terms of registration. They are now going to go and get their accreditation. They've been told that their names are finally reflecting on the list. And, of course, we know that there are several other provinces as well that are experiencing some challenges in terms of KwaZulu-Natal. There are still some delegates from there who are here, as well as Limpopo. And I think some as well from the Free State. We did get an update from Bulemabe in terms of the registration process and the issues that have come out of it. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Those that have not been accredited and are still at the accreditation point are not aggrieved. No, they've just not been, they are just waiting their turn to be registered. There is no decision that will be taken by this conference without credentials being adopted. We have to qualify everyone. By the time we take decisions in this meeting, they too will be present and they will have a share of expressing their own opinion if they so wish. So on that score, everything is really up to scratch.
Now, Bulemabe also did, in fact, clarify the issue around whether the business of conference with regards to the elections, whether that would continue without these delegates who are still getting registered being present. Also, the issue around numbers. We know that yesterday he said that there are around 90% of delegates who had been registered, but of course there could be a possibility of aggrieved members who are yet to go to NASREC, possibly trying to go to court, but he's saying that there are no aggrieved delegates. He's saying that everyone who is supposed to be at conference come the time to adopt credentials will be there. Also saying that he can't exactly release the numbers in terms of who still remains to be accredited and registered, saying that the delegates at conference need to get those numbers first and that a report would be delivered during their closed sessions. Let's take a listen.
When the registration is done, we are going to first give those numbers to the delegates. That is why those credentials are presented in a closed session. Imagine the spokesperson of the ANC comes and announces credentials here when delegates are still waiting for them. Delegates are waiting for credentials. Agri numbers are credentials. So many are voting, so many are non-voting, you know. So that's why when we went on the numbers yesterday, I was cautioned that no, but the people who need to get the numbers first are the delegates, because this is their conference.
All right, that is senior reporter Slindelo Masikane live for us at the registration center in Omonde. Can you imagine, Brajan? She says this voting delegate from the Free State, Abu Tisilo, she spoke to him yesterday morning at 7 a.m. and today at 1:30, he still doesn't have his registration complete.
Yeah, with Bulemabe saying they've got a new way of membership that tells that is delaying the whole process, but hopefully they will be done, because there's very important matters now coming up after the presentation of the organizational report, which included the Integrity Commission's report on Pala Pala and Digital Vibe. So hopefully those delegates will be inside plenary.